If this is your first time buying real estate, or if it's been some time since you were in market last, we created this video series to help explain the steps involved in the process, including the average amount of time it will take to get from signing the contract all the way to the day you receive the keys to your new home. Buying real estate in New York includes 3 basic steps. First, when the seller accepts your offer to buy, it's customary for the realtors to provide what's called a memo of sale, or memo of agreement, that includes all of the most important terms of the deal. The attorney for the seller will then use that information and provide our office with a contract of sale, which we review and negotiate on your behalf to ensure you neither assume any unnecessary obligations nor waive any valuable rights. Once the contract of sale is finalized, you as the buyer will sign and then send the down payment to the seller's attorney, who will hold your deposit in escrow until closing. Once the contract deposit is received by the other attorney, the seller will sign the contract, making the deal official, meaning neither you nor the seller can just walk away from the deal. Now that the contract is finalized, you will enter what's considered the due diligence phase of the transaction. If you're applying for a loan, our office will provide a copy of the contract to your lender in order to start the application process. It's important that you work closely with your lender and provide all of the information he or she requests in order to avoid unnecessary delays. At the same time, our office will order what's called a title report. Please watch our video that explains title reports and title insurance in detail, but, for now, just know that the purpose of a title report is to make sure that ownership of the property, whether a single-family home, condo, or co-op, transfers to you without any defects that could rear their ugly heads after closing. On average, and depending on the county in which the property is located, it will take about 30 to 45 days after the contract is finalized before both buyer, seller, and lender are ready to schedule the closing. A closing itself is quite simple. While a bunch of other stuff has to happen just before and during closing, the bottom line is you will be obligated to provide the balance of the purchase price to the seller. In return, the seller will transfer ownership of the property into your name as buyer. And once that happens, you'll have the keys to your new home. There's more that's involved in every step of the buying process, so we encourage you to watch the rest of our videos in this series, which we hope answers some of the questions you may have about buying real estate in New York.